A very good morning, children. Today we are going to learn a subtraction. In the last class, we learnt about subtraction. I hope you have finished all your activities that was mentioned in the last class. So let's move on to today's class. Today we are going to learn how to subtract a one-digit number from a two-digit number. Here we have 22 minus 8. So 22 is a two-digit number and 8 is a one-digit number. Let's check how to subtract. 22 minus 8. As 8 is a one-digit number, we have to write it in the ones place. So now let's subtract. First, we have to subtract the ones place. We have 2 and 8 there. 2 minus 8. Which number is larger? 8 is larger. So can we subtract 8 from 2? No. So what can we do? We have to move to the next position. Suppose if you don't have a pencil, what will you do? You go to your friend and borrow a pencil. In the same way, we are now going to borrow from the tens place. So 2 minus 8. We are not able to subtract. We are going to the tens place. Here we have 2 in the tens place. So we are taking 1 from this number. If we take 1 from 2, how much is left there? 1. And so we are cutting here and writing 1 here. And that 1 which we are borrowing from here, we are taking it and writing in the ones place. Now it has become 12 in the ones place. Now check 12 minus 8. Are we able to subtract? Yes, 12 is a greater number. So what is 12 minus 8? Need to count backwards till we reach 8. So how much it is? It is 4. You can write 4 in the ones place. Now moving on to the tens place, we have 1 left here. Only 1. There is no other number here. So you can write that number in the answer. And the answer you get is 14. Let's take another example. Here we have 15 minus 8. 15 is a two-digit number. 8 is a one-digit number. 8 we have to write under the ones place. 5 minus 8. So which number is greater? Is 5 greater or 8 greater? 8 is greater. So we cannot subtract 8 from 5. What we have to do? Again we have to go for borrowing from the tens place. So here we have 1 in the tens place. So we are going to borrow. So if 1, before 1, what is the number? It is 0. So write 0 there. And that 1 which we borrowed, we can write it here. And the number in the ones place now is 15. Now we have 15 minus 8. So how much is 15 minus 8? Count backward from 15 till you reach 8. And the answer is 7. So write 7 under the ones position. Now move on to the tens position. We have only 0 there. So write that 0 here. So how much did you get? 15 minus 8. The answer is 7. Another example, we have 42 minus 6. In the ones place, we have 2 and 6. Which is greater? 6 is greater. So what we should do? We should go for borrowing from the tens place. And which number we have in the tens place? We have 4 there. So we are borrowing, we are taking 1 from this. So when we take 1 away from 4, what happens? We get 3. You can write 3 over there. And that 1 you can add on to the ones position and you get 12. Now you can subtract 12 minus 6 and the answer is 6. You have 3 here in the tens position. Only 3 is there, no other number. So you can write that 3 in the answer. And the answer is 36. 42 minus 6 is 36. You have an activity. You can take down your notebook, write down the questions. Write today's date and first write down the questions. You have 35 minus 9, 83 minus 9 and 41 minus 6. Write down the questions, pause the video and do this calculation. Hope you have done it. Now let's check the answers. We have first 35 minus 9. So first we have to subtract 9 from 5. 5 minus 9. Which is greater? 9 is greater. So we need to borrow from the tens place. So 5 minus 9, we are not able. We are going to 3 and we are writing 2 here. And we get 15 here. So now we have to subtract 15 minus 9. How much is the answer? It's 6. And we have in the tens place 2. So you can write 2 there. Next, we have 83 minus 9. 3 and 9 in the ones position. So can we subtract 9 from 3? No. 9 is greater. We have to go to the tens place for borrowing. We have 8 in the tens place. So when we borrow, when we take away 1 from 8, we get 7. And you can write 7 over here. And that one you're taking to the ones place, we get 13. 13 minus 9. You get 4. In the tens place, we have 7. Write it down and the answer is 74. Next, 41 minus 6. 1 minus 6, not able to subtract. Going to the tens place, we are taking 1 from 4. You can write 3 here and that one here. Now, in the ones place, you have 11 minus 6. So, how much is 11 minus 6? The answer is 5. So, write it in the ones place. And in the tens place, we have 3. Write it down in the answer. The answer is 35. So, hope your answers are correct. Next, we have subtracting 2-digit number from a 2-digit number. Before we subtracted 1-digit number from a 2-digit number. Now we have in both places 2-digit numbers. So let's check how we are able to subtract this. Here we have first 26 minus 22. First take the ones position. We have 6 minus 2. Which number is greater? 6 is greater, so you are able to subtract 2 from 6. So what is 6 minus 2? It is 4. Write it down. Moving on to the tens place, we have 2 minus 2. We learned that a number when subtracted with the number itself, the answer is 0. So you can write 0 here and the answer you get is 4. Next we have 19 minus 12. Always check the ones position. We have 9 and 2 here in the ones position. 9 minus 2, we are able to subtract. What is 9 minus 2? We get 7. Write 7 there and 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is the answer. Let's take some more example. We have 49 minus 25. So in the ones place, we have 9 minus 5. We are able to subtract that. So 9 minus 5, you can write it 4 in the answer. Next, moving on to the tens place, we have 4 minus 2. So how much is 4 minus 2? It is 2. Write the answer in the tens place. Now the answer you got is 24. Next question we have 85 minus 62. Both are 2-digit numbers. We have 5 and 2 in the ones place. 5 is greater, so we are able to subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. So write it under the ones place. Next, we will move on to the tens place. We have 8 minus 6. What is the answer? 8 minus 6, we get 2. So we get the answer 85 minus 62 is 23. Let's take another example. We have 25 minus 19. Here in the ones place, we have 5 and 9. Which number is greater? 9 is greater. We are not able to subtract 9 from 5. So what we have to do? We need to borrow from the tens place. What number is there in the tens place? We have 2 here. So we are going to borrow from 2. We strike it out and write 1 here, and that 1 we write it here, and in the ones place now we have 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. Here in the tens place we have 1 minus 1 and the answer is 0. So when you subtract 25 minus 19, the answer is 6. Second example, we have 45 minus 18. In the ones position, we have 5 and 8. 8 is greater than 5, so we are not able to subtract. Now we are going to the tens place for borrowing. From 4, when we borrow, we get number 3 there. So strike that 4 and write 3 there, and the 1 which we get, add to the number 5, we get 15. Now we have to subtract 15 minus 8. The answer is 7. Here in the tens place we have 3 minus 1. So how much we get? 3 minus 1, the answer is 2. And the total answer we get when subtracting 45 minus 18 is 27. Let's take some more examples. We have 43 minus 27. Here 7 is greater. You are not able to subtract 7 from 3. So we are going to the tens place for borrowing. We take 1 from 4 and we get here in the tens place we can write 3. That 1 we are taking to the ones place. It becomes 13. Now we have to calculate 13 minus 7. Answer is 6. Moving to the tens place, we have 3 minus 2. It is 1 and the answer is 16. Next example we have 85 minus 27. In the ones position we have 5 and 7. We are not able to subtract 7 from 5. So we are going to the tens place for borrowing. When you borrow 1 from 8, you get 7. You can write that 7 here and that 1 in the ones place, and now you get 15. So now we have 15 minus 7 and the answer is 8. In the tens place we have 7 minus 2. The answer is 5. So now you have an activity. Write down the questions. 48 minus 24. Second, 88 minus 82. Third, 92 minus 79. And the fourth one, 41 minus 29. Write down the questions and do the calculation. And pause the video. Once you have done, you can come back. So now let's check the answer. First we have 48 minus 24. In the ones place, we have 8 minus 4. 8 is greater, so we are able to subtract 4 from 8. So 8 minus 4, the answer is 4. In the tens place, we have 4 minus 2, answer 2. So the answer for 48 minus 24 is 24. Next question we have 88 minus 82. In the ones place we have 8 minus 2. 8 is greater, so we are able to subtract there. 8 minus 2, we get the answer 6. 8 minus 8 is 0. Answer is 6. Now we have 92 minus 79. Here we have to subtract 9 from 2. We are not able to subtract because 9 is a greater number, so we need to borrow from the tens place. We go to the tens place, we have 9 there, you borrow and you get 8 here, and that one you write it here, it becomes 12. Now we have 12 minus 9. The answer is 3. In the tens place we have 8 minus 7. The answer is 1. So this is the answer 13. Next one we have 41 minus 29. Here in the ones place, 9 is greater than 1. We are not able to subtract. We are moving on to the tens place. We subtract from 4 and write 3 here, 1 here, and this number becomes 11. Now we have to subtract 11 minus 9. Answer is 2. In the tens place, we have 3 minus 2, and that is also 1. So we get 12. So 41 minus 29 is 12. Hope your answers are correct. In your textbook, page number 36, you have this exercise. You can open your textbook. First one is 44 minus 9. Here we are subtracting a 1-digit number from a 2-digit number. So let's see. A, we have 44 minus 9. Which one is greater? 4 or 9? 9 is greater. We are not able to subtract. We go for borrowing. Now it's 14 minus 9. We have 5 here and the 3 in the tens place. You can write it down and we get the answer 35. Now let's check I. We have 85 minus 17. Both are 2-digit numbers. First, moving on to the ones place, we have 5 and 7. Not able to subtract, we are going to the tens place. We are going to take 1 from 8 and you write 7 here. 15 minus 7 is 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So the answer is 68. Likewise, you can continue doing all the exercises in your textbook. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, thank you.